Happy Friday, y'all. How we doing, man? Tony and I are feeling good. We might not be looking good, but we're feeling good, and hopefully all of our friends in the PNP Familia are feeling good, too. Last show of the week, Friday version. You know how it goes on Friday, man. We launch at high noon, which we just did. We will roll out the sporting headlines of the day, and then we will wrap this week up with our beloved music assignment. And now today we don't have a guest sponsor. We'll have on next week. I think Double J, John Joseph, will be manning the wheel next week. But for today, if you're just joining us, you missed yesterday's show. I want Patty from Napa. You guys look fabulous. You guys look marvelous.
You look marvelous. Absolutely marvelous. Dude, shout out Billy Crystal. Come on. Dude.
Yeah. So, but in any case, we'll do our own music assignment today. If you want to play along, we are going with just deep cuts from your favorite artists, like something like maybe the masses haven't heard. Like Patty, for example, big Eagles fan. Maybe she's pulling out an Eagles song that's not a track you would hear on the radio. And the idea today is to turn people on to stuff maybe they've never heard before. I have a couple pulled. Tony has a couple pulled. We're going to have a good time today. And you know what? Before the show started, Creative Tony already took me to school. I want to make a special announcement. Nice. We were talking about reggae before the show, and I was singing that song. I really was. I was singing this to Tony. I was going, give us some music, reggae music. And then Tony goes, no, man, it's give I some music. And I'm like, damn, that's even better, dude. Give I some music.
Give I some music.
Yeah.
It's the reggae music.
I didn't know that. I thought it was give us some music. And if we're talking about give I, let me shout out the Bad Brains out of Washington, D.C. All black punk band, kind of revolutionized the whole scene. They have a great track called I Against I.
Nice, dude.
And they have reggae too, Tony. They have a lot of reggae stuff too, the Bad Brains. Yeah.
Absolutely. Paulie, first of all, let me clear my throat.
Let's go, baby. Go. Yeah.
Get over here, baby. Pop. And let all the fly skimmers feel the beat.
You're going to make me spill my coffee. Dude, the fly skimmers.
Skimmers feel the beat. Drop. Sorry, man.
What's a skimmer? Anyway, I don't even know what that means. Is that a girl? A skimmer?
Dude, I just, you know what? I go to the Church of Great Cosell and I go to the Church of Beastie Boys. Okay. So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go to the Church of MCA, buddy. MCA, look out for all of us down here. Okay. Just for all of us, dude.
He's up there hanging with the monks, and you know, I'm sure he's been dude. The Dalai Lama blessed him before he checked out, so he's got spiritual capital in the bank. He's all set.
MCA is hanging with.
We would all like to be able to live an uncluttered life, a simple life, a good life.
He's also up there hanging with. Let me see. Hold on. If he's up there hanging with.
Dude, that's my guy, dude. Okay.
Let's go.
Keep that around for baseball season. When we have a home run feast, we'll play some bombs away. That's a nice pull, T. Nice.
Okay, so I just dropped an F-bomb.
You know, I want to mark that one on your side. It happens. You lose. Yeah.
I was just excited about that. Stand by.
Bombs away.
Let's go. And for everybody on Friday the 13th, this is for everybody. I just slapped everybody in the PNP Familia. Happy Friday the 13th. And I'm going to slap Jason Voorhees at Camp Blood as well, Paulie.
Okay, here we go. I didn't know we were going to do this, but let's dive in. First of all, I didn't even put this together that today is Friday the 13th. I'm going to ask a few questions about it. Like, first off, are you superstitious? Yes. I kind of am. I don't like walking under ladders and stuff like that. I mean, I really don't. I try not to.
100% superstitious. Yes. Let's get into favorite superstitions later on in the show, because I got some, Paulie. I got some.
I do know that there are some people out there, because I've read articles about this in the past, that there are some people that are so like emotionally crippled by Friday the 13th, they don't leave the house. There are some people that are so uptight about it, they just stay home today because they think something bad.
You come to their emotional rescue, though.
Nice. I will be your knight in shining armor.
Yeah.
Holy, bring back Jagger. I need some Jagger ASA freaking P, man.
Can you do the falsetto, the Jagger falsetto?
I come to you so silent in the night.
Nothing I can say, nothing I can do.
Yeah, to change your mind. I'm so in love with you. Too deep in, you can't get It's hard.
Yes.
I don't have a great falsetto, but that's kind of the idea. Yeah.
Dude, it just makes you appreciate Jagger even more, dude, because then he does the falsetto and then he says, "You are my knight in shining armor."
Riding across the desert on a fine Arab charger. Yeah, dude, who's writing lyrics like that on a fine Arab charger? Fish should play that, dude. I want to hear Trey do
they have. No, they have. When Mike Gordon
your mouth. Shut your mouth. Shut up.
Yes,
No,
I've seen them play it at the forum. I've saw them
Emotional
play it
Rescue.
Yes, Emotional Rescue. I saw them play it at
Send
the
me a
forum
copy ASAP. I want to hear it. Send it to me as soon as possible. Who does the rap in the middle?
Dude, well, Gordon does the falsetto, and I think Trey does Fishman does the knight in shining armor, I think.
Bro, send that to me. I don't know what you're holding out on me for. See, that's why we're doing an assignment like today. I hope that's your deep cut today. I didn't even know that. That's amazing.
It's not my deep cut. I apologize. That's not my deep cut, but that's okay.
Hey, couple things on and what's up, everybody? Great to see you. Red Jet Shell, Don Peralta, Sourdough Sal, Scarlet Fire's in the house. Groschel, my man Groschel. What's happening down there, man? Santa Cruz Mafia. So, Tony, back to Friday the 13th. I have a funny little tale to tell you. I don't know if Rags is on the board today. I haven't seen him. Is Rags around? I might save this for Rags because he'll appreciate it. It's a Jersey story. And by the way, the movie Friday the 13th was actually filmed in New Jersey. Did you know that?
I did not know that, but when can I release our quadruple guns on Elon Musk and Twitter today?
Dude, right now. I got double guns for Elon. And by the way, Tony, once in a while, I just remind myself, Elon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Elon, like, hey, Mom, I'm going to Elon's house.
Dude,
I don't
know. Musk I want, Paulie, is Jovan Musk.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't want Elon Musk. I want Jovan Musk making me smell good when I walk into a room. But again, the Twitter verse, whatever you want to call it, something's going on with the video feed for Twitter. So, by the way, Larry Krueger and Damon Bruce were doing their Friday show earlier today. And I'm like, just to prove that things are amok, it showed that Damon Bruce had 5 viewers. And we know Damon Bruce has a lot more than 5 viewers when he goes live. So something weird's going on. And also, Twitter usually posts our show in its entirety right after we end the show.
Yeah.
Those shows have not been up since Monday. So something weird is going on.
Yeah, and I'm sorry. I apologize because I know we do have a lot of viewers who choose to watch the show on Twitter. And I'm sorry, you guys. We're aware of what's going on. And we've missed, like, the last 3 shows have not been posted.
Right.
But I would ask you guys, listen, if you're out there, just go over to Twitter. Sorry. Go over to YouTube. It's Friday. What do you want, man? Go over to YouTube. Go over to Instagram. You can grab us all over the place. Or the Cron 4 Plus app. I mean, you got options. Like,
Did you just say you can grab us all over the place?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Grab it like you want it. You know what I mean? Just grab it.
I just want to hold it. Paulie, so seriously, on YouTube, go to @PauliemaxParticles. Always watch our show on YouTube. That's the best place because that's how we #feed the algorithm. Feed the algorithm. So go to YouTube, spread the word. And when you're there, please like and subscribe. We have a meeting with David Basham coming up in the next couple of weeks about how we can feed that algorithm because he's got a buddy in Madrid who does a show about Real Madrid and it's got like hundreds of thousands of viewers and subscribers, and he feeds the algorithm. So
shout out to the character in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tarantino's most recent film. There's a character in that film called Johnny Madrid. You know what I mean? Who's Johnny Madrid? You're about to find out. Shout out Johnny Madrid. So, Tony, I want to go back to Friday the 13th. Let me tell you a funny story.
We have to do numerology as well. So 13th into numerology.
It's all connected. I love it. So when I was in high school, man, Rags was not in this class I had, but it was my math class. It was my sophomore year. And I was taking whatever that was, geometry, algebra, I don't know, something I didn't understand. I guarantee you I had no idea what was going on. But there was a dude in my class who got held back. Rags, I'm talking about George Clark, okay? Nice. George F. This guy was terrifying. He was like, first of all, he was older and bigger than everybody in our class. He was kind of a punk kid, jean jacket, smoking butts, all this stuff. And he was sitting right to my left, this guy, George Clark. So I was like terrified every day. I'm like, I hope George Clark doesn't reach out and like start choking me in the middle of class. And this is right around the time when Friday the 13th had been released. And Rags, do you remember? Of course you do. We had a math teacher, Tony, guy's name, Mr. Feely. Swear to God, that was his name, Mr. Feely. Good guy, good guy. So every time Mr. Feely would turn around to like draw equations on the board, George Clark would start doing Friday the 13th sounds. Like the teacher would be drawing and George Clark would be in the back going, He'd be like doing all that. Did that come across on the mic?
Yes, totally.
Yeah. And Mr. Feely would like stop and like turn, and then he'd start writing again. And Clarker would be like doing all that. It was hilarious. Anyway, Regs, that's my Friday the 13th remembrance for today.
Dude, I love it. I love it, man. I love that you have Friday the 13th memories. And dude, that movie scared the living crap out of me, man, because it was so like suspenseful, right? It was all about suspense. And Halloween was the same way. It was all about the suspense of Michael Myers and the suspense of Jason Voorhees and Friday the 13th and Camp Blood and the hockey mask. Whoever decided we're going to put a hockey mask on the killer Jason Voorhees is just a brilliant decision, because to this day, when I see that hockey mask, I get a little like I stop in my tracks for a split second and I get a little bit of a chill. I really do.
Yeah, well, you're going to get that today during the women's hockey game against Italy. They're going to face off at 12:15. Actually, that's very shortly. So we'll wrap the show today so we can all go catch the end of the game. And I was telling Tony, I think these ladies are going to win the gold. I really do. They're on fire, man. But U.S. Ladies, U.S. women against the Italians at 12:10, probably dropping the puck right about now. And we'll make sure that everybody can go see the end of that game. But anyway, Tony, Friday the 13th, that movie was filmed in Jersey. And like you said, the first time you saw it, nobody thought that kid was coming out of the water at the end. Like that was the thing that the whole theater like jumped out of their chairs when that happened. That was crazy.
Oh, that was freaking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
I was looking at Friday the 13th images before the show because I guess I kind of have like a little bit of a fixation on 80s horror films, dude. And the still shot, I'm trying to find it, of Voorhees coming out of the lake.
Oh, geez. He's all burnt up and stuff. The hair sticking out. By the way, our new one of our new friends, Red Jet Shell, she's at the sports desk today. She's going to keep us updated. Thank you, dear. Keep the scores coming in. And speaking of PMP sports correspondence, now Tony and I don't have the budget right now to fly to Scottsdale and give you guys like spring training shows. Maybe next year, though. Maybe by next year, because we're starting to gain some momentum here. But so in place of us being there, one of our great friends, Carlos de la Fuente, and one of our other great friends, Dan Coach Emilio, they're going to be in Scottsdale on Monday watching the workouts, and they're going to give us a report. I told Carlos he'll be like our correspondent. So we'll check in with Carlos from Scottsdale on Tuesday, and he can break it all down, what he's seeing, what the vibe is, etc.
Dude, I love that, dude. And also somebody else I ran into yesterday, Kerry Crowley, our guy Kerry Crowley.
Kerry Crowley, what went on in his head? By the way, put Ozzy up today. I got Ozzy and Randy on the wall today. The tribute album, Ozzy and Randy. Yeah,
talk about particles. That's great, man.
Great album. Great album.
Crowley said, "Dude, when are you gonna have me on the show, man?" So we're gonna get Crowley on the show. By the way, funny story. Paulie and I both worked with Kerry Crowley, and
he's a good kid. He's such a Boy Scout. He's so buttoned up, but he's a really serious baseball head. I like that kid.
Major baseball head, and he knows his S. And he works for SF Standard now. He's doing a great job over there. And I coached him in baseball at SI, and then
Crowley.
Yeah. And the false story that was going around on the air that was, spread by your morning show co-host was that I cut Kerry Crowley.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap. I forgot about that.
No, I did not cut Kerry Crowley. I coached freshman baseball, and Tom Tolbert used to call me the dream killer because I would tell kids, "Hey, you're not playing baseball anymore."
Yeah. It's over, Johnny. Sit down. Bring your gear home. You're not making the squad. Yeah.
Seriously.
Have a good night. Yeah.
But he was Kerry Crowley was a good baseball player, and he would eat dirt for you, man. The guy would run through a wall for you,
what
man.
So, shortstop? I'm seeing shortstop, second base type.
No, he was a catcher, dude. He'd play anywhere you put him, but he was a catcher because he would just eat baseballs for dinner, man. So I put together the freshman team. He was on my freshman team. They put together the JV team, and I don't think he made the JV team, but then I think he wanted it so bad that they told him what he could work on, and he came back out and made the varsity. So Kerry Crowley, great dude. And we're going to get him on the show very soon, especially talking Giants baseball as we get into spring training.
Hey, T, can I shout out? You're talking about versatile baseball players who you can kind of move around to different positions. I love guys like that. And I want to bring up two names that I always keep this in mind. One, our very own beloved Panda, Pablo Sandoval. You could basically put that guy anywhere on the field. He actually pitched one day, if you remember that. But here's what I remember early in Barry Zito's time with the San Francisco Giants. Do you remember this? Pablo Sandoval caught him a couple of times in game. He got in the crouch. He caught Barry Zito. I thought that was pretty cool, Panda.
On the roster, he was the third string catcher, if need be.
I got another one for you. 1986, when the New York Mets won the World Series, Kevin Mitchell was a rookie on that team, and they put him all over the place. He played outfield. I think they put him at third base once, and he also was a backup catcher. So Kevin Mitchell was catching like Gooden and El Cid Fernandez, all those guys. So I'm just throwing that out there. Like Kevin Mitchell, versatile. Pablo Sandoval, versatile. Anybody that can get in the crouch behind the plate, dude, respect.
Oh, Sid Fernandez, was he catching John Franco?
No, John Franco was later. He was not part of the
later. Okay, I loved me some John Franco though. When I played RBI baseball on Nintendo, the New York Mets were a really fun team to play with because they had Hojo, they had Wally Backman, they had Dykstra. They had
those guys were eating dirt, dude. That team was a scrappy, gritty team. Yeah, Keith Hernandez at first.
Yes, Mookie Wilson,
Ray Knight, dude, Ray Knight on the 3-bag, making play,
and the best perm in baseball, Gary Carter, rest in peace, Gary Carter.
Oh yeah, Gary Carter, rest in peace. I know. I would say this too. I attribute or I give Gary Carter a lot of the credit for developing Dwight Gooden because Dwight Gooden was a 19-year-old kid, bro. Imagine that, and nobody could hit him. Nobody could hit Dwight Gooden at the age of 19, and I think Gary Carter had a lot to do with Dwight's kind of rise to fame and all that.
Dude, I think I'm gonna like find my Nintendo and fire that thing up again because I loved RBI baseball, man. You had the bats that look like those huge fat wiffle ball bats, and then the great music. Dun 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 dun. I can do the whole song.
I love it.
And then, dude, the sound effects too. Like if a fielder on defense booted the ball and made an error, it was almost like a doink for the uprights. It was great. Anyways, Paulie, we have a super standby. It's our man Grosh, Steve Groschel, one of the greatest SI Wildcats ever to attend the prep, as they call it. Yeah. I'm never shaking off Kevin Mitchell, is what Steve Groschel says today as a super dude.
Nor am I. I'm not shaking off. Remember his nickname, the Huggy Bear, Tony, the freaking Huggy Bear. Yeah,
dude, I loved Kevin Mitchell, man.
I loved him, man. Loved Kevin Mitchell. He doesn't come back very often, but I love that dude too.
Was the Pacific Stock Exchange, was that Will Clark and Kevin Mitchell in the poster?
Yes. Will Clark and Kevin Mitchell. Yes, in the business suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to find that, Paulie. Stand by. If you can hold down the fort for a second. Okay?
I will. I'm going to throw out some more. And thank you, Grosh. We love you, baby. Enjoy Santa Cruz this weekend. I'll be down there at some point, brother. It's been too long since I've been down to Santa Cruz, and I need to find my way. I will be. When I come, we're going to hang. Tell HVAC, too. The three of us will get it going. I want to say, while Tony's digging out stuff, reminder on U.S. men's hockey. They, again, if you're just catching up, they beat Latvia 5-1, and they skate again tomorrow against Denmark. My prediction is they're going to blow Denmark right off the ice. I don't think Denmark can skate. This is pretty good. I thought the men looked really, really good, as the 5-1 score would indicate. So Denmark, U.S. boys tomorrow, and the ladies are skating right now. And by the way, dude, it's funny? We're like 20 minutes into the show. Hold on. Yeah, there it is. Nice.
Look at that, dude. Come on. The Pacific Stock Exchange. Just the freaking best.
So up here where I live in San Rafael, that poster hangs in the back room of the Flatiron Grill, where Tony and we've hung there a few times. Great spot. You know what, Rags? I took your brother Brian to the Flatiron Grill. It's kind of like the Johnny's Tavern of my neighborhood in California. That was our bar in Jersey. But in any case, they have that poster hanging up, and they also have the Chris Mullen Run TMC poster hanging up. A lot of cool stuff in that bar. And here's some trivia if you didn't know this. If anybody's ever been to the Flatiron in San Rafael, the floor of the Flatiron Grill is the old basketball court from San Rafael High.
That's cool.
Did you know that? Like the all that wood is from the old gym in San Rafael.
I didn't know that. That's pretty sweet, dude. Yeah. I love it. I love little nuggets and that place, the Flatiron, is a great spot, by the way.
They have underrated food. Their food is sneaky good. What do you got? What?
Rags, dude, with like 20 question marks. Sock exchange.
I see it. I think when Rags uses a sock, it's a one and done. He's got to throw it away. You know what I mean? It's not a there's no exchange going on. It's a one use done kind of thing. Use your imagination.
Hey, Paulie.
Oh yeah. It's business time.
We got Los D. Carlos de la Fuente checking in as a super. He says, I'm willing to sponsor Airbnb for spring training. Looks like it's a cactus and baseball. So the cactus and baseball, come down. Los, let's talk.
We'll look into it. Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk, buddy, because spring training, I remember, speaking of Will Clark and the Pacific Stock Exchange, way back when my dad took me down to spring training when I was a kid, and Will Clark, this is back in the day when spring training wasn't really a thing.
No, it was so quiet. Even when I first started going, like in the early 2000s, it was a much different scene than it is now.
My dad took me in the 80s, man, and like I could go walk up and watch Will Clark take batting practice. I remember talking to him and he's like, hey, you know, because I was telling him I was left-handed and stuff. Like the access was ridiculous back then, you know, and that's my love affair with Will Clark started. And Scottsdale Stadium, it's changed some, but it still has that feel that it had back in the 80s, man. And shout out to the grassy knoll in right field. I know they've built things on the grassy knoll in right field now, but it's still pretty sweet, dude. So shout out to Scottsdale Stadium, shout out to spring training baseball in general. And Scottsdale has grown like a freaking weed, but it's still a great town. But rest in peace, Don and Charlie's, man. Just rest in peace, Don and Charlie's.
Don and Charlie's, and I don't know if the Pink Pony is still open. I think they closed it and then it reopened. I'm not sure if that was another legendary spot, the Pink Pony. We've all heard this saying, and I think it's really accurate. Scottsdale spring training for the Giants has become like spring break for adults.
Yes,
that's where adults go now to just get crazy for a week and watch some baseball. The problem with spring training, if there is one, is that the prices have skyrocketed. Like, and I think they actually have incorporated. I'm not kidding. I think they do a dynamic pricing now. So say like the Dodgers have a night game on Friday, dude, they'll jack the prices up. Like you're spending like $100 to watch a spring or more maybe. And that's unfortunate because it should be low key. It should be affordable. So like Tony said, you know, kids with their families can go and experience the whole thing. And if you've never been, Tony's right. That's where the players are most accepted. I mean, there's always going to be a couple of D-bags that won't talk to you, but most of the players are in a really chill headspace and they know that it's kind of an interactive thing. So if you've never been, I definitely recommend. Here we go. Red Jet Shell. Hold on. We got an update here. Looks like the U.S. men is already on the board. 1-0, Red Jet Shell, and I thank you very much. Is it 1-0? Okay, thank you, Red Jet Shell. The puck is in the net. I love that. Chooch 916 saying the Italian goalie is good. So is ours, bro. Arga Frankel, that girl Frankel, she's a beast.
Hold on a second. It's 1-0. Is it 1-0? Because she's saying
score. No, Red Jet Shell says no score. My bad. I thought she said we had a.
No, she said USA denied a score. Yeah.
Again with this. They did that in the last game, too. They keep taking goals away. That's all right. We'll get them. I'm confident. These guys are good. We'll get them. A lot of hockey.
By the way, Big Alan Chico, just to go back to Big Alan Chico, he said, just a reminder about Friday the 13th, the movie, that there's sex in it. He wanted to remind us all in the chat that there's sex.
Not only is there sex in it, I'll take it a step farther. If I'm not mistaken, Tony, the guy involved in the sex scene is none other than a very young Kevin Bacon. Okay. Remember Kevin? Or is that Friday the 13th too? He's in one. No, I guess he's not in one. Is he not?
I don't think he's in one because we're talking 1980.
He's in two then. He's in and there's a sex scene with Kevin Bacon. He's like a kid making out with this girl. But thank you. Yes, there is a sex scene, and all those horror movies had sex scenes back in the day. That was part of the formula. It really was, you know?
No, I know, totally, dude. I just love that. By the way, we can talk superstitions, Paulie. Like, I don't know. For me, like you said, walking under a ladder, dude. To this day, if I see like a black cat, I get like a little chill. Like, okay, crossing my path. Like, okay, that's not a good thing. And by the way, totally not a superstition, but the word superstition, Stevie Wonder's superstition.
Yeah.
I saw Stevie Wonder play that live at Jazz Fest in New Orleans, and the Dirty Dozen brass band from New Orleans came out to join him and played horns, and it was some of my favorite live music I've ever seen.
I bet. It's a ridiculous piece of music. Couple things on that, Tony, just for your head, because I happen to have this information at my disposal. When Led Zeppelin did the Physical Graffiti record, killer song called Trampled Underfoot, where John Paul Jones is on the keys, and it's like the keyboard line is something like this. It's like bum bum ba-da-da-da, ba-da, bum bum dum da-da-da-dum, ba-da. They said they wrote that track. They were inspired by Stevie Wonder's Superstition, and they wanted to do a song like that. So that was their attempt at a Superstition type of track, Trampled Underfoot. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rad.
And when you listen to that now, you can hear it. You can hear the influence because that whole funky keyboard line is very Stevie Wonder. Then a great track too. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
That's some of the funkiest. And by the way, don't sleep on the funk aspect of Led Zeppelin. I mean,
they got it. No, it's in there. And I want to say one other superstition thing too, Tony, is I do this almost every single day. I'm a big knock on wood guy for whatever reason. I'm knocking, like if I say something, hey, the Niners stay healthy, I'm knocking on wood right there. You know what I mean? You knock? Are you a knocker?
And I don't knock on anything but wood.
Can't be plastic. Can't be Formica. Doesn't work.
Right. Can't be fake wood. Can't be plastic. It's got to be wood. Like this table in the LBP PMP studio. I'm knocking on it right now. So
only because I'm feeling super loose today. Tony, shout out Allison Chains Wood. You know?
Oh, come on. Dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah. That's on the single soundtrack, right? I think it's
100%. Yes. Yes.
Great bass
line. Into the flood again. Yeah, the best. Heavy as hell, dude.
It was back then.
Hell yeah. We got another
made a big mistake. Sorry.
Totally, brother. Give me some business time if you could on a loose Friday.
Nice, dude. Right on.
Trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
I love the ooh. Patty from Napa is a super on this Friday. She says we might need a quick hit of Estelle the Biscuit Lady. It's been a while. Look at Patty calling out for Estelle the Biscuit Lady.
We might have to go through Rags first. I think they developed a little thing. Not really, but I think Rags became very curious. He became biscuit curious with that lady. And we invited her to a couple of our events. She didn't show up, but we'll try again this year. Patty, I like where your head's at. We're all biscuit enthusiasts. So yeah, Estelle, come on down, man. Join the party.
Patty, if you want a little dose of the Biscuit Lady today, I'll give you a dose later on in the show. I'm gonna make a note right now.
Doses.
Biscuit, right? Okay, doses. Biscuit Lady.
Yeah. All Tony, what do you do when you're at a show and somebody comes right up to you and goes, doses? What do you do? I'm just asking. It happens.
I'll say, do you have any vegetables?
Okay. Hey, by the way, keep that. Tony, put a pin in that while I pivot. I want to say, I know. I'm being a wise ass. Hey, I want to say since we were talking about Scottsdale, we're talking about Los D. He's got this B&B idea. Let's talk about his right-hand man down in Scottsdale, Giant Spring Training, Dan Coach Emilio with SecureMoney.com. He is one of our newest sponsors, partnered up with us a couple of weeks ago. Dan, thanks for giving us the support. We're going to do everything we can to drive some business your way. And I can tell you this, man, all these sponsors that have kind of come on with us and support, whether it's Carlos, whether it's Neil, whether it's Tom Stack or Dan, like this is a good group of people we have. Yep. And I mentioned that so that I hope we can convey this to the audience. You guys are in good hands with these people. That includes Dan too, man. He's a trustworthy guy, old school San Francisco kind of personality, which I always enjoy. And just get more information at SecureMoney.com. And I'll tell you about his services because he offers a very valuable kind of service to all of us here. Dan's got 30 years in the financial business, and he has dedicated himself to providing his clients with honest service and results, all of which you deserve, and the highest level of attention. And the focus of Dan's work really at Secure Money is safety and protection, which is once you get the money, then it's up to you to not screw it up, whether it's a big paycheck, a little paycheck, or you're just getting by. I get it. We've all been there. Like I said, to me in my life, financial like security and stuff is a roller coaster. Sometimes you're way up, sometimes you're down, and that's just life. That's just what it is. Unless you're just raking in dough. I mean, this is kind of a challenging year right now for a lot of people. So talk to Dan about what your goals are. Like, Dan, I do have X amount of dollars that I've put away. How can you help me protect it? How can you help me keep it safe so it doesn't lose interest? Stuff like that. And Dan has committed himself, and he's got the expertise to achieve this, to helping you never lose the money that you have. That's another risky thing out there. Sometimes you take your money, you put it in some kind of fund, you're chasing the stocks, and the next thing you know, you turn around, especially this year, dude, the stock market's going crazy. So it's up, it's you know what I mean? Like, it's not consistent at all. So talk to Dan about ways that you can like protect the money that you have. And meanwhile, yes, he can help you. He can help assist you in growing your finances. Whatever money you have, talk to Dan, say like, Dan, how can you help me make this thing grow? You know, I got X amount here. Can we turn it into Y amount later? Probably can. Talk to Dan about that. And Dan's going to work with you so you can maximize your income and pay fewer taxes. Then when it comes to guys, you know, getting into their 50s and 60s, if you're thinking about retiring, he's got all kinds of great advice, and he can help you with retirement planning. He can set up a life insurance policy for you. Tony's been talking about that a lot. That's the kind of stuff you think about when you have kids. You're like, I got to leave these guys something if something happens. And IRA planning, estate planning, 401k rollover. Dan is the man. So reach out to Dan, Coach Emilio, start that dialogue, 1-888-960-SAFE, 1-888-960-SAFE, or visit securemoney.com. Thank you, Dan.
Also, Paulie, you can email Dan at securemoney.com. Also, Dan, 25 plus years helping retirees and working professionals build stronger retirement income plans. And he also specializes in helping healthcare professionals. So if you work in healthcare, reach out to Dan. He helps them reduce taxes, protect their income, and turn their savings into guaranteed stress-free retirement income. Okay. Check this out, Paulie.
Yep.
Many of Dan's clients have been able to reduce their taxes by $10,000 to $40,000 annually. $10,000 to $40,000 annually. That's what Dan can do for you. He can also increase how much income your savings generate without risking it in the market. And he wants to help you with your 401k as well. So it's all about the retirement strategy. It's all about the saving strategy, and it's all about turning your savings into income, man. So I'm telling you, I don't know. I'm getting to the age in life where I'm like, I got to start thinking about this stuff a lot more. I used to just not even think about it ever. But now I'm getting into that age, and I also have kids and everything. So I need to start thinking about this stuff. So again, Dan, like all of our partners, is a passionate dude. Get Dan going about Giants baseball, and you're going to have a phenomenal conversation. I feel like Dan's the same way when it talks about your savings and your retirement. So again, email Dan at securemoney.com, or like Paulie said, you can give Dan a call, and the phone number is 888-960-SAFE, 888-960-7233, and visit the website securemoney.com.
Rock and roll. Thank you, Dan. And again, reminder for Tuesday, Losty and Dan will both be at Scottsdale. The workouts on Monday, so we'll get the report from Carlos on Tuesday. Thank you both for that, by the way. All right, Tony, another kind of story of the weekend, and I just want to feel you out on this. We kind of hit this yesterday, but now it's real, is the NBA All-Star weekend, the All-Star game, the All-Star weekend. They've dicked around with the format so much. It's not competitive. I think there's something like the international players are going to play the U.S. play. I don't even know what they're doing. They've made a mockery of the whole thing. And a lot of people, I might be one of these people, point their finger at LeBron James for kind of ruining the NBA All-Star game, which, again, if you're super young, you're not going to remember this. But we grew up, like Larry Bird did not want to lose to Magic Johnson and the West. Like in the All-Star, they would compete back then. They really would compete. And as recently as the 90s, I would say the late 90s, like Kevin Garnett, he wasn't backing down, dude. He didn't want to lose to the other conference. So those guys used to really play. It was a matter of pride. It was bragging rights. Kobe freaking Bryant, dude. He was not going to bow down and not compete in an All-Star game. And those guys of that generation, I include Michael Jordan, obviously, those guys used to say, like, hey, man, listen, the fans paid a lot of money. We're here to give them a show. We're going to go out there and play ball. We're going to compete. It's not like that anymore. These guys could care less, dude. They literally kind of walk around the court now. There's no resistance. Tony, you could drive the lane, and you could do whatever you wanted to because no one's even sticking a hand up. There's no defense at all.
This goes to the parallel we've talked about with like the buddy system of like George Kittle and Travis Kelce and the tight end university.
I hate all that. I do.
I feel like it's the same in the NBA when this All-Star game is. I mean, of course, we're all about love. on the Polymac Particles show.
Tony,
and
all you need is love. I believe John Lennon said that. All you need is love. And I believe that too, by the way. Just FYI.
Dude, and Carlos Santana told all of us during a Giants broadcast that love is for free. Okay. So it's all about the love. But I want some pure athletic hate when in the battle of competition. Where's that hatred? Like
that's why the 90s Cowboys 49er rivalry was so intense. There was no kind of hanging out with each other. Those teams didn't like each other.
No.
Period. Like,
dude,
and that's why it was so great.
But I look at like the Pistons back in the 80s, dude, with Bill Laimbeer, hated people. He hated people. And I actually loved that about him, dude.
My son James, by the way, Tony, he loves the bad boy Pistons. He loves those teams. He'll come up to me with clips on YouTube. He's like, Dad, look at this. Bill Laimbeer's punching Larry Bird in the face under the hoop. I'm like, yeah, that's how it used to be, dude. That's just another night at the office back in the 80s.
Again, so we're all about love here, but I want some athletic hatred. Bring back athletic hatred. Like,
I think that's out of the bottle. I think that genie's out of the bottle, man. I don't think you're going to get that again. There might be. I mean, like, let's do a little test here. What's the biggest blood rivalry in the NBA right now? Name it. I can't come up with any. I can't even think of one. I can't. I mean, even 10 years ago, like at the beginning of the Warriors run, I can remember the Warriors Clippers was a pretty intense rivalry with freaking Blake Griffin and Chris Paul. By the way, Chris Paul just retired after 21 seasons, throwing that out there. But those two teams hated. I remember Andrew Bogut getting chucked out of a game on Christmas night against the Clippers. And of course, the Warriors in Cleveland. That was a pretty good rivalry too. But I can't even point to one now and say, you tell me, what's the biggest rivalry in the league? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's everybody against Draymond. I don't know.
That's what Escobar just said. Escobar goes Draymond versus the refs. That's the biggest rivalry. Not bad.
I will say, if you want to talk about somebody who plays with hatred for the opposition, Draymond is one of those people where he does literally. I mean, he might hang out with you and he might like fawn over LeBron, but he does hate you during the competition. So I do love that about Draymond. We were talking about that yesterday about we'll take Draymond all freaking day because of what he's done for the Warriors and how he plays the game.
John Adali, sorry, Tony, real quick. John, I think that's it, right? John Adali, good to see you, brother. He says maybe Knicks Pacers. That's not bad. Not bad. But it's not Knicks Pacers from the 90s, dude. Jesus Christ. That was insane back then. The Reggie Miller Pistons against the Patrick Ewing Knicks with Oakley and Mason. I mean, that was like a street fight when those two teams would play. And there's nothing like that now.
You know what, Paulie? I guess that this hatred is still alive in the NHL. Right. I think there's more of that in the NHL than any other professional sport, I would say, because and baseball, maybe if beanball can come back, chin music came back. Like if you, I don't know. Like I do think that the Dodgers are just like bulletin board material for everybody now. Or like they're becoming the hated team because of how much they're spending and nobody likes it. And it's just an unfair advantage for everybody and bring the salary cap to fruition in the MLB or in MLB. It's not the Major League Baseball. It's MLB. So my point being is the NHL probably being the most players to play with the most hate or most athletic hate or competitive hate. Would you agree with that?
Yes, I would. And shout out to Lily Merchant. She says Reggie Miller, by the way, was competitive as F.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. He was competitive as F. I can recall, I mean, the Knicks Pacers, the Pacers Bulls, and I'm talking about in the old days. By the way, we do have an update from Italy. Tony, stand by. U.S. men up 1-0. It's official. Thank you, Red Jet Shell.
The men or the women?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. The women. I'm sorry. Yes. Thank you. The women are playing Italy. The puck is in the net. We're up 1-0. And thank you, Red Jet Shell from the PNP Sports Desk. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the broads of PNP. Giants and Niners and pop culture takes. They bring the best every day. The broads of PMP.
There you go, dude. Broads of PMP, the Broads of USA. Okay, the Broads of USA. We're following them. And by the way, well, it's 1-0 Broads of USA. But if Italy were to win, I wouldn't be like super mad. I'd be bummed, but then I would jump on the Italian bandwagon too. So it's kind of a win-win in my mind today. And Paulie, while we're at it,
yes, sir.
While we're at it, we've got some more business time.
Yeah, it's business time.
Here we go. We got Stinking Badges. What's up, Greg? Stinking Badges checking in. He says, all this Led Zeppelin talk is reminding me to add to my music assignment, Over the Hill and Far Away. Nice.
Hey, Badges, you're welcome to bring Zeppelin to the table anytime. I don't care what the assignment is. The more Zeppelin, the better. We'll all be in the long run, as far as I'm concerned. Thank you, Badges. Yeah, love that track. Love the whole record. Love Houses of the Holy, man. The whole thing. Phenomenal.
Dude, Houses of the Holy is a masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece.
Name a record of theirs that isn't a masterpiece.
Great call.
Name one. They're all incredible. Every one of them. Yeah.
Every single one of them. Seriously, every single one of them. Their entire catalog is incredible. Escobar Cheeks the third is super poly, and he says, I can pinpoint the exact moment Kobe
100%.
was playing defense on Le Cry Baby and challenged him.
Yep.
He passed and ran away like a
Yep. No, he's right. I know exactly what you're talking about. You can easily find that clip on Twitter or on YouTube. And he's right. Kobe got into like his defensive stance and said, let's go. Come on. You want to be the next generation? Get past me. And you know what LeBron did? He dished it off to a wing. He just got rid of the rock. He wanted no part of that. And you're right, Escobar. I think a lot of people would agree with that. That's the moment that the whole thing kind of turned. And that Kobe Bryant like mentality, that killer, I'm going to cut your throat on the floor thing, that kind of went out the window.
Yeah, where is that? Jordan had that too, Paulie. Yeah. Jordan
I think Steph Curry has it. I think Steph Curry has a killer instinct like that.
Yes, he does.
It's not, it's not what it was though. And, LeBron James showed his true colors in that moment. He was like, instead of going at Kobe, he got rid of the rock. He was like, oh, I don't want it. You do it. And he dished it. And that was it. Challenge not accepted, basically.
Oh, by the way, Phil Dawson's another super about Paulie for, let's see, Phil Dawson. Look, I love the profile pic, by the way. Paulie, just wanted to see if you will be tuning in to the AT&T Pro-Am today. Your boy Travis Kelce is playing this year.
Sure. You're talking about Pebble Beach, and I think yes, I will tune in because it's you don't even have to be into golf to appreciate that. You can just throw the Golf Channel on, watch the Pebble Beach tournament, which I used to do, and just chill, maybe burn one because it's so beautiful. I would argue, I'm not a golf guy, but I've been to enough of these big golf tournaments, and I've seen a few courses that are renowned, that are famous courses, and I think that Pebble Beach is the most spectacular setting you'll ever see for any kind of golf tournament. And I know a lot of you have been down there. I saw Patty said she used to go down, and Tony, you've been down to Pebble. I think I gave you my media pass one year, didn't I? Leave it for you.
Dude, I've been Paul McCaffrey at that tournament. I've been Brian Murphy at that tournament. I've been Lee Hammer at that tournament. I've been everybody but myself at that tournament, pretty much, because it's tough to get credentials to that thing. But I worked it a couple times with Murph before when it was Murph and Tim Lyota, the morning show way back. But I would agree with you, Paulie. Pebble Beach, and I loved that tournament when it was like the celebs walking the course. You could watch, like, I used to follow, because Justin Timberlake's like a decent golfer too. I followed him for a round. And
where's he been, by the way? I haven't heard a peep out of him in ages. He's been quiet.
A great call. I don't know. I really don't know. But I remember they got rid of celebs for a while. So the celebs are back. Is that the deal?
I'm not sure. I can't speak to that. I don't know the status of that, but I've had a few. I'll give you my list of like famous celebs. We're lucky, man. We got to meet a lot of really, really cool people. We interviewed one year, dude. This guy sat down. I'm like, holy yes. The very famous music producer, T-Bone Burnett.
Nice.
He sat down with us one year. Bill Murray did sit down with us one year, but it was not a good experience. Like he said, I'll never forget this. He said something to Murph. Murph was like, hey, can I get a couple minutes? And Bill Murray looked at Murph, and this is what he said, quote, he goes, oh, you're one of those people.
Oh, God.
I was like, okay, I guess you're not being playful today. Bill Murray's playful when the cameras are on, But when the cameras are off, you might want to keep your distance. It's been my experience down there. Yeah.
You know, it's also a fun tournament too. Is the Tahoe up at Edgewood? The Tahoe.
Oh yeah. I think most athletes are more loose at that thing than they are at Pebble Beach.
Yes.
And the one time I think probably my favorite Pebble Beach moment of all time is, dude, when Kurt Russell sat down at our desk and we interviewed Kurt Russell on the air, and I was fanboying out. I was like, dude, let's talk Escape from New York, start to finish. And he was like looking at me like, oh, Jesus, here we go. And I'm like, no, man. I go, because it's one of my favorite movies. I love Escape from New York. And I remember he was like, yeah, because I asked him, I go, dude, any chance maybe you ever get back in that character? Give us one more escape movie. And he goes, nah. He goes, I'm sure they're going to remake it at some point, though. They'll come up with some new Snake Plissken character. And I'm like, no. You can't do that. You're Snake Plissken. Yeah. That's you. I was like, he's like, can I get out of here now, please? He suffered me really well, but I flipped out on him. I kind of flipped out on Kurt Russell. It was fun.
Good for you though, dude. Because when you could have that opportunity again, I don't know. I feel like, and he's sitting at the table. You're having a good time with him. That's great. Did you ask him about starring in the Christmas Chronicles Part 1 and Part 2, Paulie?
I still haven't seen that, and a lot of people are pissed at me. Like my buddy P1 Chuck is like, dude, you got to watch that movie. Did you enjoy it too? I heard it's really good. I haven't seen it yet though.
Watch it every year with the kids. It's a tradition now. There's Part 1 and Part 2, and it's damn good. And Kurt Russell is fantastic in it.
Who's Mrs. Claus? Is Goldie Hawn his wife in the movie?
Goldie Hawn is Mrs. Claus. It's great. It's great. And he played they have blues jams in it, and it's great. It's fun. It's a lot.
By the way, did you know this, Tony? Kurt Russell was, I think, a highly decorated college baseball player, and I think he did play some minor league ball, Kurt Russell, before he became an actor.
Dude is a stud. Dude's a flat-out stud. And I agree with Robot Centaur, by the way, checking in from the Holiday Music Sports Desk, our Holiday Movie Sports Desk.
Nice.
He says it's good, but it's not amazing. And I would agree with that. It's good. It's fun. It's a fun watch.
Patty from Napa checking in going, I love Goldie Hawn. Hey, Patty, guess what? You're not the only one, okay? You're
everybody,
not
if I could give some homework assignment to everybody, go watch Wildcats, the movie Wildcats. Just do yourself a favor and go
I'll take it one step farther. Go watch Private Benjamin. Okay, that's a good one. He's in the army, dude. It's amazing. Yeah. I love Private Benjamin. It's killer. Rags quoting from Escape from New York. 100%. I'm with you, Rags. You touch me, he dies. You're not in the air in 30 seconds, he dies. You come back in, he dies. That's the guy in the prison who's holding the president. I might have to watch that tonight, dude. Now I'm getting wound up on my escape thing. Tony, since it's such a loose show today, why don't we do this? Why don't we? I'm just checking all my stuff to make sure I'm not forgetting.
While you check your stuff, Paulie, I'm going to say because Beat LA and Red Jet Shell have both alerted us to the fact that the first period is in the books, 1-0. The Broads of USA are up 1-0 on Italia.
Beautiful. I'd be happy if Italy won too, but I think the U.S. is gonna. I think they'll handle their business in the second and third.
Hey, by the way, I got a compliment. I think it's Peacock and NBC that they're doing the Olympics. Great aerial footage and just spectacular footage of Italy and the Alps and stuff where all the skiing events are happening too. Just gorgeous. It makes me want to get over there so
badly.
Bad.
So badly. I need it like you wouldn't believe. Now that's the thing. My mom took me to Italy for the first time in my life a few years ago, and I'll never forget that trip. Every freaking day was incredible. And we were up north for the most part. We flew into Milan and then we went up north. And because that's where my grandmother's from. She's from Piedmonte, way up in the north there. So we saw that area. It's the whole thing. It's mind blowing, Tony. How many times have you been over there?
I've only been there once, and I have relatives over there that work in the marble industry in Massa and Carrara, and we have family in Forte dei Marmi, which is like a Long Beach town. Nice. I think it's just south of Cinque Terre. Anyways, it's a beautiful.
I hit Cinque Terre too. Ridiculous. Freaking ridiculous.
Stupid. Just stupid. I mean, crazy. And I went to Venice. I told you the story about me falling in the Grand Canal in Venice.
That's pretty dicey. I've been to Venice too. I loved Venice, but you don't want to jump in that canal, Tony. I would recommend.
I fell in, man. I fell in. I didn't jump in. I fell in.
You housed?
Yes, and I had to. Well, I already told the story, but I'll tell it again. I had to relieve myself. I had to take a leak, and then the Italian couple that we were with was like, "Hey, the biggest bathroom is right there. Just go take a leak right there."
Wow.
Yeah. And so I said, okay. And so I walked down under Rialto and I walked down the steps.
Yeah.
And then and I was wearing white linen pants too, dude. And I slipped and fell into the freaking Grand Canal. And the Italian couple that we were with, the dude freaked out. He's like, we got to get you, we got to go get some hydrogen peroxide. We got to get you into a bath. We got to, do you have an
I agree. We got to disinfect this kid. He's going to be radioactive when he comes out of there. I didn't take a gondola. You don't really need to. It's very extremely touristy, but I did walk around the whole area. In fact, Tony, I got lost in Venice. I really, because it's
Good.
those little alleyways and like canal streets. It's a maze, dude, but it's so freaking beautiful. Red Jet Shell is just putting in serious work at the P&P desk. She wanted to alert us that she said, I'm going to be switching over to men's figure skating, but I'm going back to hockey when the play resumes. I love it. You do as you please, Red Jet Shell. You're free to do as you please. One last thing on the Olympics, then I want to do a Longbridge spot, Tony, and then we can do the music assignment since we're slow today. But I wanted to say that I was watching the men's snowboarding half pipe this morning before we started the show.
Nice.
Incredible. Have you seen any of this? The half pipe stuff they're doing?
Just a little bit, some highlights.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Those guys are unbelievable what they're doing.
Incredible. Mind blowing. Mind blowing. Correct me if I'm wrong, Tony. Seriously, tell me if I'm wrong. I totally kind of bow down to you when it comes to like skateboarding and stuff. I'm a fan, but I think you're a little bit more sophisticated than I am. Is it fair to say that without the original like Dogtown Z-Boy guys, Tony Alva, Jay Adams, when they started skating the pools, they basically invented that in the 70s. They were the first to do that. And as far as I know, Jay Adams was the first guy to go up the side of the pool and get air. Like he got up in the air and that kind of like opened the door like, oh, we can do all kinds of stuff here. So is it fair to say that without those original dudes breaking that new ground, that snowboard half pipe stuff would not exist? Is that fair to say?
I think it's a safe, it's a safe connection to make. I mean, dude, it all goes like all of those, I don't know, like you said, all those movies and all those skaters, and then it graduated to like the X Games, right?
Yeah, good, yes.
And then from the X Games, now it's an Olympic sport, and I'm thrilled that it's hold on a second, I'm thrilled that it's an Olympic sport, right?
What can I say? I'm thrilled.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Judd Nelson, keep it harsh. Yeah.
But I am. Those guys deserve, those men and women deserve to be considered Olympic athletes because what they're doing is outrageous, dude. Outrageous.
Tony, sorry to look at the board real quick before it flies away. Look at what Arkansas Dave just posted. Read his thing. That's incredible. Read his post.
Stop it, Dave.
Read that out loud if people can't see that if they're listening. That's nuts.
He says, I grew up skateboarding with Steve Caballero at Campbell Skate Park on Bascom Avenue. Dude, Caballero is one of my
that's your guy.
One of my heroes in life because I'm the same size as him. He's the reason I started skating. He's the reason I jumped on a skateboard. My first skateboard ever was a Powell Peralta Caballero board.
Nice. Powell Peralta, dude. Hell yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Oh, Dave, we gotta chew the fat about Caballero, man.
We got a lot to talk about. Escobar's down too. He just says cab. Yeah,
dude. Yes. And dude, Dom Peralta, this is why Dom Peralta's Christmas present to me. He gave me a little Steve Caballero figurine, dude.
Nice.
It's incredible.
Nice.
I'll have to show that on the show, man.
Yeah,
Thanks
put it in the background or something. Totally. Yeah.
But Caballero, see, I've never minded being short because of the low center of gravity for the sports I love to do, snowboarding and skateboarding, especially because I look at like Rod, when I snowboard with Rod, I'm like, damn, dude, that's a long way down for you, bro.
No, and I suck at that too. That's why I'm just not built for it. I try, dude. I don't even want to get into the time I tried to paddleboard in Hawaii. One of the worst experiences of my life. I'm too tall. I don't have the right body for it, dude. I just don't. But it's you guys,
a long way down because for me, like it's I don't know. I can wipe out and not fall super hard or far, right?
Yeah,
I'm looking at people showing what boards they had growing up. Come on, show us on the chat what skateboards you grew up with, because I'm seeing right now. Was it Nutter said he was on a Sims Lester board? I love it. Dude.
Sims, dude. Yes, Sims.
Yeah.
Nice.
I had a Gordon Smith Neil Blender board. I had a Christian Hosoi Hammerhead.
Wasn't there also a line of skateboards? I remember this from my childhood in San Francisco. Wasn't there? I think my board was called wasn't there a line called Santa Cruz?
Dude, Santa Cruz. Yeah, Santa Cruz skateboard still exists.
I had a Santa Cruz board. Yeah, when I was a little kid.
Absolutely, man. And then there's Tony, there's all kinds of different skateboarders. Tony Hawk is probably the most famous skateboarder.
He's like Jordan. He's like Michael Jordan of skateboarding. Yeah.
And he has done so much for the sport, and such a humble dude.
The greatest. He is super, super cool, dude.
Super humble, and just I've always been a fan. And if you get a chance to watch any of these movies, like Paulie said, Dogtown Z Boys, there's Bones Brigade as Bones Brigade 1, Bones Brigade 2. My fantasy football name forever used to be Rat Bones, because I had a Rat Bones skateboard, which is another Powell Peralta board. Nice. So God, I had no idea we were going to talk skateboarding.
Dude, how about this? I got Escobar now. He goes, I had a Tony Alva board when I was a kid. Nice. See, those are the guys I like, Escobar. I'm not an expert. I'm not. I know Tony is, but I love that one group of dudes, like the Dogtown guys. Peralta. My favorite Tony is Jay Adams. Rest in peace, Jay Adams, the great Jay Adams. Oh, man, he kind of revolutionized a lot of that stuff. He was the first. He was the first to go up in the air. He was the first to get off the lip of the pool and all that stuff. So I got fascinated by that stuff in the early 2000s. It like totally captive. And I recommend that movie to everybody. Dogtown Z Boys. Narrated by Sean Penn. Henry Rollins is in that movie. It's an excellent, excellent movie. Tony, speaking of excellence, let's do Longbridge Pizza.
Yes.
Then we're going to come out of that and let's start the music assignment on a Friday afternoon. So Longbridge Pizza, they just celebrated their 12th anniversary a couple days ago, and we're here, as far as I'm concerned, let's keep the celebration going. We can do it all week long. The good people at Longbridge Pizza. Speaking of the good people at Longbridge Pizza, can we give Gabino and Emmanuel some love today, Tony? The guys who do a lot of the heavy lifting in the back there. And again, when you go to Longbridge, you're going to probably see these guys up front, Gabino, Emmanuel. They're pouring beers. They're in the back flipping pies. They're great dudes, and they rep PMP like rock stars. So it's just all part of the kind of family vibe they have at Longbridge. Because we shout out, dude, there they are, right there.
So Gabino is so Emmanuel's in the blue gloves and Gabino's right next to him. They're always front of house at Longbridge. I just saw both of them when I walked up here about a couple hours ago. They're phenomenal. And they say every Friday they wear the PMP Army shirts every Friday. So they're wearing them today. So shout out to Gabino and Emmanuel. They're great dudes.
They really are. And their vibe is second to none. Like you'll get the vibe as soon as you walk in. And what's up, boys? I know you guys got us on the big screen today. Cheers to Gabino. Cheers to Emmanuel. We freaking love you guys. And of course, then there's the great food at Longbridge. And this would be a great weekend to get down there, celebrate their 12th anniversary. They do have a special T-shirt on the merch stand. You could grab one of those and support the cause, support the dog patch community. And it really, really is a community down there. To me, it's like kind of one of the last bastions of like real San Francisco you can find. There's something about that dog patch that I've kind of fallen in love with since last year. Like there's a vibe in that part of the city. And they all support each other. Like, that's cool. All the businesses are in it together, and they're all kind of working together, trying to keep everybody up. And they've succeeded big time at Longbridge. 2347 3rd Street. We always talk about Andre and Steven and Neil and all those guys. But let's not forget some of the guys that really make it happen, like these two gentlemen here, Gabino and Emmanuel, Tony, because without them, there's no Longbridge, really.
They rule. Yeah. We also, Andre, who's just basically runs the show, basically, behind the scenes with Neil at Longbridge Pizza. And you talked about Steven and the playlist, Paulie. And you know what we haven't talked about in a while? At least I haven't talked about the squares, the Detroit style square pizzas, which they
could do a square right now. I could drill a square easily right now. I'm getting hungry, T.
Yeah, take a look at this, man. This is some serious pizza porn right here. Come on. I mean,
look at the pepperonis. Come on, sizzling, crackling with life. Yeah.
Every Thursday they do the Detroit style square pizzas, and these are my favorite. The Sophia as a square. Yeah, but it's the burnt cheese on the edges, man. Burnt freaking cheese on the edges. It's so
Damn, dude. You might have to shut this down soon. This is no good for me. This is making me aggressively hungry.
Isn't that phenomenal, dude? But I also want to talk about their beer selection too, because
please go. Yes,
Neil and Andrew are big on everything local. The meat, the bread, the cheese, everything that they have is local. It's from local creators here in the Bay Area. And also the beer. They do the Bear Bottle, they do Cellar Maker, they do Original Powder, they do Russian River. Speaking of Russian River, they have Pliny the Younger on tap. I think today's gonna be the last day. I think the keg will probably run dry as soon as this show's over. I'm busting my ass downstairs to have a Pliny the Younger with Neil.
Is that your favorite beer? For real, Tony? Is that I know you're a big beer guy. Is that like your favorite? Because every time you talk about Pliny, you get crazy. It's like me talking about the Grateful Dead almost. Like you're like all excited.
Well, it's one of those things, man, that like it was so hyped, Paulie. It was so hyped. Like Pliny the Elder, Pliny the Younger is so hyped, but it actually delivered when I had it. I was like, wow, this is actually as good.
Is Tolbert down like you are? Is he?
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. Tom and I have shared many Pliny's together because he's got a bar in Alameda, the Lucky 13, that gets a keg of Pliny the Younger every year. So, and it's they do it every February. I was explaining this to my dad this morning because he was like, "What's the difference between Elder and Younger?" And I go, "Well, Elder is around year round, and Younger is just around in the beginning of February." So. Neil's lucky enough to get a keg as well. So if you're in town, the Nutter came by 2 days ago to get some Younger. So come on down to Pliny the Younger. I'm going to do so myself, and but it's like 10%, Paulie. So you got to tread lightly. So
listen, or not, or you take an Uber home. That's all, or you tread as heavily as you want to. You know what? Give me 3 Pliny the Elders. Let's see what happens. That's kind of my approach. Let's see where this goes. Thank you, Longbridge. We love you guys so much, and I want to say that for the P&P Familia. Don't think that we've forgotten. Tony, myself, and Neil and Dom, the conversations have started about our opening day party. We're hoping, I would say I'm trying to be realistic about this because it's still February, but I would say within the next week, 2 tops, we'll have information for you for the first P&P get-together of the year. And I want to do that again, like opening day last year. And I'm going to reveal something. I don't think I've said this on the air, Tony. Last year, when we had our opening day view party at Longbridge, the show was freaking brand new. We had only been on the air a couple of months. And I remember waking up that day and I got nervous. I'm like, crap, I hope someone comes to this. Like I had like a little panicky thing there where I was like,
I remember our phone conversation about that, Paulie. I totally remember us chatting about that.
I did, and I didn't know what to expect. I really didn't know what to expect. I mean, it takes time. Tony Salvador taught me this a long time ago. He goes, "It takes about 2 years before anybody knows who you are." And but that's a good view of things because the first year is kind of getting established. It's like here we are, we're doing this show. I hope you guys like it. It could either sink or swim. But thanks to you guys, and then when we went to Longbridge that day, you all showed up. And that I'll never forget that. I'm actually getting a little emotional now. I was so happy that the P&P Familia came out as strong as it did. So we're going to try to do it again. And we will do it again. We will. We're just working on details now. When we have it all nailed down, we'll announce it on the air because that's a tradition I'd like to keep going, Tony. Opening day party with the Familia. So much fun.
I look at that group shot that we have from Longbridge Pizza, and I just said, look at all the smiling faces and everybody that came out, and it's just like, this is, like you said, Paul, it's far surpasses what we expected, and
it was amazing. Yeah,
and I just can't wait till the next hang. And thank you all for the support for this past year or whatever, 13, 14 months that we've been doing this. And what's really cool, Paulie, is when we're trying to like grow the show, and then Elon Musk and Twitter won't let us do.
It's the clamps on it. Shout out the Clash Clampdown. By the way, my buddy Eugene's on the board. What's up, Euge? Haven't seen you in a while, man. That's my guy,
Eugene. Sorry, Paul.
A little grease. I don't know if you guys remember. I bought my friend. His real name is Christian, and I brought him to the opening day party last year. He's a handsome kid. I'm sure the ladies remember him. Nickname though on the streets of Jersey, Eugene. Okay. All right, Tony. It is time. If you can cue up Shannon Kaler and the Stone Foxes, we're going to slide right into the music assignment. We'll end the show with a stellar design spot, but I think it's time. Let's get into it, T. Let's get some music happening.
It's not time yet, Paul, because I have one question for you.
Sure.
I just have one question for you. And by the way, here's the keyword about the PNP Familia and about the whole vibe of the show: reciprocity. Just keep that flow going. Keep the flow going. Paul, I have one question for you. I saw this on Twitter, and I don't want to go like too deep on it, but that the Niners are most likely going to offer Jennings a contract to re-sign with them.
Yeah.
Are you into that for Juwan Jennings to come back as a Niner? And what is like your threshold? What is like, how much is considered too much to pay him to bring him back?
I'm going to be real. You guys aren't going to like this, but I'm going to be real. If I was in charge, and he'd probably reject this deal in a second. I would give him 10 mil a year. Yeah. He wants 20. He wants north of 20 mil a year. I think he wants like 22 million a year. And I look at Juwan Jennings as a good receiver. He's capable. He's had a couple of good games. The season before the one we just wrapped up, he had a better year than he did this year because he had a few drops. I'm just going to keep it real, dude. He wasn't like groundbreaking. He wasn't like a difference maker. He's a possession receiver, occasionally has a strong game. So the way I evaluate Juwan Jennings, I'd give him 10. I'd give him 10 a year. I'd give him 20 for 2 years. He wants 40 for 2 years. So at that price, I would say have a good time. Go ahead, see what you can get in the open market if anyone's going to give you that. I would give him 10. How about you? How do you view Jennings?
40 for 2 years, dude. 40 for 2 years. Hold on, Paulie. 40 for 2 years.
That was good. That was good. You know what? Let me give you the full version of that. Here's Keith Richards talking about the backstage scene at a Rolling Stones show.
And there's other guys that just burst in your dressing room and say, "Where's the dope?" You know?
Dude, the explosion of laughter is second. And then there's other guys. Yeah.
Can I piggyback that with my second favorite laugh?
Dude, De Niro from Cape Fear in the movie theater. Give me that again. He's out of his mind. Out of his freaking mind.
Dude, well, first of all, would you mind if I put my arm around you?
God bless him. Oh, geez. Yeah. Oh. I got to tell you the truth. The first time I saw Cape Fear, Scorsese's Cape Fear, I'm like, that's it. Martin Scorsese's going to hell. De Niro's going to hell. They're all going to hell. That movie, if you've never seen Martin Scorsese's Cape Fear, proceed with caution. And then there's last thing on that. Robert De Niro is terrorizing this family. He's like making out with the kid, the whole thing. It's like, God, whoa. And at one point, Jessica Lange gets up in the middle of the night and she looks out the window and all you see is Robert De Niro just running across the yard in the middle of the night. Like no explanation. He's just running, he sprints across the backyard. So,
dude, could you be there?
Oh, dude, come out wherever you are. Counselor. He just beat the crap out of like 4 guys with a pipe. You remember that? He's looking for Nolte. Counselor. Yeah.
You know what would be a good soundbite, Paulie, is when he's in the river and he's like, oh
yeah. No, I used to got that. I got that's probably on the thumb drive. When I free it, we'll have access to that again. Yeah, he's singing like Bible song, like religious, like gospel numbers. Oh, Jordan, will you come with me? And he's like drowning. Yeah, it's evil as hell. So freaking evil. Yeah.
Oh God, it's incredible.
Yeah.
By the way, I need to slap myself. We have a couple more supers that I've been waiting in the wings. Escobar Cheeks III. I apologize, my brother, but oh wow, we got some hashtag business to get to, Paulie. So
I love it. Hashtag
F LeBron. Yes. Hashtag F Shady Showhead.
100%. Yes.
Hashtag no butt stuff. Now this is the one hashtag that I gotta, I quibble with because
this one's for me. I'm not a shaman guy. I don't want to party with a shaman. It's a little.
You're not a shaman guy yet, Paul.
No. Anybody with a lantern and a robe, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah.
You've never. Oh, hold on. Pause. You've never had somebody kind of like guide you through a difficult moment.
Doug Heinrich, my buddy Doug Heinrich. I tried to run out of the Nassau Coliseum one night, and he was like, "This is what he said." I really did. I panicked. I'm like, "I got to get out of here." And he told me, he was like, "Hey, Paulie Mac, just know if you walk out that door, you cannot come back in." And that kind of brought me back, and I sat down and enjoyed the rest of the show. But yeah, no, I've had a couple of Doug Heinrich was my guide. Yeah.
Well, dude, Max Medina was my guy. Our buddy Max at the Old Point Bar across the Mississippi River in New Orleans, seeing Charlie Hunter. And there was a moment where I was like, Max, just please don't leave my side right now. And he grabbed my hand. He goes, I got you, dude.
Yeah, you need that. You need that sometimes. Yeah.
And I was like, okay. Okay, I'm good. So hashtag no shaman. That's for you, Paulie. Hashtag I've played Spyglass. Wow, dude. Good for you, Escobar. Hell yeah, dude.
I bet he's a big hitter. I bet you Escobar's a big hitter. Probably
Yes.
drives it a mile. Yeah.
But Escobar, can you tap it in? Tap, taparoo. Tap. Hashtag free the thumb drive. Yes, dude. Put exclamation points on that hashtag free the thumb drive next time.
We're gonna free it. We got a big tech day coming up, I think next week, actually. So we do. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's a progress.
Well, we both need it.
I'm not I have the stuff, Escobar, but I honestly I don't know. I need help. I got to get some I think Dom's going to help me load up the board. So yeah, we're on it. We're getting there. We're close.
Hell yeah, dude. Hashtag be meat curious. Yes. Okay.
That's for you. That's for Tony. Yes.
Hashtag smash the like button. Hashtag feed the algorithm. Hashtag Musk fix it, dude.
Yo, Musk, we're still waiting, dude. I know you're
got a freaking satellite going across the snake. It's like it's a snake satellite going through the sky at night, dude, and he can't fix the video on Twitter.
They're sending rockets into space. He's got robots walking around. Fix our freaking platform, Musk. We're trying to entertain our audience, for God's sake. And thank you, Escobar. Thank you.
By the way, Paulie, have you ever seen the Starlink cruising through the sky? Have you ever seen it?
I've seen it all. Yeah, dude, I've seen it all.
It's frightening. Actually, it's frightening. And Paulie, and then Dom Peralta is a super as well. Big Dom says the battered bastards of baseball about Kurt Russell's dad is an incredible documentary. Wow, dude, I'll have to see that.
Yeah, my buddy Chuck has been slapping me around for years. I haven't seen that. I know it's on. Give me a slap too. That's for Chuck. Yeah, he's been on my case to watch this for several years, and I will. I'll watch that one. I'll watch the Christmas one. We'll do it all.
And because we're talking baseball, Paulie.
Bombs away.
There we go.
Bobby, rest in peace, Bobby. I miss you. I miss him every day. I still have a hard time with that. I do. I have a hard time that Bobby's not here anymore. It's really weird.
No, man.
He was the one constant. He was always gigging, always playing, and now he's gone. I mean, gave us a lot, but I miss him. All right, Tony.
Paulie, you asked for this earlier you asked for this for pre-show. In our pre-show meeting, you asked for this. I'm going to give you a choice. Do you want Hans Lupa or do you want Tony One Glove before we get to the musical assignment?
I want one glove. One glove.
You want one glove? All right, stand by. I'm gonna cue that up. I'm gonna drop the needle right now on.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. Yeah. Remember that when the drum beat like this. Yeah.
He's got the top 3. He wears a beach robe.
Yeah.
From the streets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Of San Carlos. Raised in the fog. Trained in the flame. Yet you know this gangster's name. There's only one gangster we all love. Tony One Glove.
Nice. All right, there you go, Paulie. And by the way, Red Jet Shell just alerting us on the chat.
I saw that. Thank you.
3-0.
Yes. Yeah.
3-0. Dude, still no goals given up. In how many games now?
So they've played, this is their 5th game. And so far with the 3 goals today, they have outscored their opponents 23-1.
Stupid.
So this is the 4th right now, and I'm going to knock on wood, back to Superstition as we speak. They're working on their 4th consecutive shutout. That's got to be unprecedented. I would guess that no Olympic hockey team has ever done that before. I don't think any Olympic hockey team's ever shut anybody out 3 games in a row. It's crazy enough. Now they're working on a 4th. It's nuts. These girls are not going to be denied. They're not going to be denied.
Just to throw your game back at you, Paulie, the USA women are going to win the gold.
Right or wrong?
Nice, dude. Nice. Right. The answer to that one is right.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
All right. So Shannon Kaler, give me the music open. The assignment again is deep cuts from some of your favorite artists, songs we might not know. For example, like if I was going to do the Grateful Dead, I would not do Touch of Grey. I would not do Truckin'. We're going to pull deeper tracks, hopefully turn each other on to some cool stuff today. So Tony, proceed. Go ahead, brother.
All right, stand by, buddy.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Peep this, particle heads. PMP's weekly musical assignment begins now, right now.
Yes, indeedy. Tony, if you could, I'd like you to take us through the listener contributions first, and I'll work on the playlist while you do that. And then I'll go, you go, and then we can do stellar design.
Dude, this is a lengthy list, so I'm going to roll through it. Okay, Paulie?
Sure, sure.
Dom Peralta was on pauliespot@gmail.com and put together the list for us. So thank you very much, Dom. I'm going to go. Here we go.
Let's go.
Escobar Cheeks III says Bernard Wright doing Spinning by Bernard Wright, dude. And then he says Skilo, I Wish. Is that Stevie Wonder's I Wish? I'm curious.
That's a good song.
Nice. I love I Wish by Stevie.
Yeah.
And Skilo, go for it. Patty from Napa says Boss Skaggs as the years go passing by. Boss Skaggs.
Nice poll, Patty. Nice.
Damn. Oh, this is a good one, Miriam. Miriam says U2's Some Days Are Better Than Others. Damn.
Yeah. That's off, I think that's off. Is that off Pop? It's either off Pop or Zooropa. Because Zooropa is like a sister album to Pop. They both have that kind of electronica thing. I know the song. Good song.
I think it's Zooropa. Dude, Corinne Sartorio coming in with Kermit Ruffins, Drop Me Off in New Orleans. Damn.
Nice, Corinne. I saw Ruffins. And I actually partied with Ruffins in New Orleans. We had a great time with them. That's a great poll, Corinne. Awesome.
Yeah, Kermit Ruffins for life, man. What he has that club out in one of the wards. I forget what it's called.
Ninth Ward. I went to that club. It's called Vaughn's.
Vaughn's, that's what it is.
I took Murph out to Vaughn's. We had a great time at Vaughn's. Yeah, great.
Talk about quintessential New Orleans is Kermit Ruffins at Vaughn's. Stevie B checking in. The Rolling Stones doing "Live with Me." Rolling Stones.
Stevie freaking B, dude. One of my favorites. Bow, 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 buddy, daddy, bow, 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 bow. I got nasty habits. Hell yeah, Stevie B. Love "Live with Me." Great song.
Nice. Greg Trela, who, by the way, Greg Trela is going to be a musical assignment in a couple weeks. He and I were texting yesterday with his brother Mike, and we're going to do a test and everything and make sure. But Greg's got something up his sleeve for us in a couple weeks. I'm looking forward to that very much. But for today, Greg says the Guano Apes. Do you know the Guano Apes, Paulie?
No, I don't.
Greg always bringing the heat. He says the song Lords of the Boards.
Okay.
Lords of the Boards by the Guano Apes. Greg, I'm going to be texting you later, buddy.
Okay.
Arkansas Dave. Steve Caballero's buddy, Arkansas Dave.
Nice.
Coming in with Dr. Hook doing Freakin' at the Freakers Ball.
I can't wait to hear that one. I like Dr. Hook. That's cool. Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Freakers Ball.
Dom Peralta, our guy Dom Peralta says Pearl Jam's Wash, dude. Come on. Pearl Jam's Wash, my love. Okay, dude. Okay, Dom, I got you. That's a phenomenal poll right there. He also says Black Flag's Life of Pain.
Nice.
And then he also says Soundgarden's Mood for Trouble.
Nice, Tom.
Yeah.
Nice, bro. Okay.
This whole list is on fire, you guys. Lily Merchant. Lily says Billy Idol doing Bitter Taste, released in 2021. Billy Idol, Bitter Taste.
That's from Lily?
Yeah.
Nice, Lily. Okay. I don't know the track, but I'll check it out. Oh, wait, maybe I do. I might know it, but that's awesome. Cool. The new Billy Idol stuff is good. I got your back.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Billy Idol, again, we talked about his Christmas album, his holiday album is fantastic.
Dude, I'll tell you what, Billy Idol's like in his 60s, and that guy goes on stage with no shirt on. He's ripped. He's got like a washboard ab thing going. I'm like, damn, bro, how'd you do that? It's 65. I'm a little jealous, but yeah, that's a nice pull, Lily.
He probably doesn't eat pints of Ben and Jerry's and a full plate of pasta,
which I've been known to do on any given night. Maybe. Yeah. Probably tonight, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
I'm guessing Billy Idol's not doing that.
No.
Or ripping down like 3 IPAs either. So
or whipping down a bag of Lay's original potato chips with a Pepsi, like me. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, our guilty pleasures chat yesterday.
I know. Yeah.
Gravy Graves, Mark Gravy Graves checking in. He says Y&T's I Believe in You. Any Y&T I'm down with.
That's from Gravy?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Shout out Y&T.
Noemi Catalina, Lady Catalina Hot Sauce. She says Depeche Mode, and the song is See You. And I don't know it, but I really want to hear that because I love Depeche Mode. My first concert ever, Depeche Mode. So thank you, Noemi. Jessica, aka Beat LA. Oh, dude, she says Beastie Boys High Plains Drifter.
High, plane, drifter.
And I'm a drifter.
Nice. It's a great one. Yes.
Totally.
Paul's Boutique, Tony, a little Paul's Boutique.
Dude, Paul's Boutique.
Yeah.
Before it's time. Ray Goodman.
Yeah, give me some Goodman.
We need a Ray Goodman and the Soulmates gig update. Let us know, Ray, when you're gigging again. We gotta get that out there. But he says Blue Dress and or Ernie Halter. Sorry, Ernie Halter is the artist, and the song is Blue Dress.
Don't know it. Cool. Okay, that's the idea today. I'm already picking up a lot of songs I've never heard. Okay, good.
I maybe think Ray and Noemi should host all of us in Martinez, and they just spin their musical choices for a night. Because
tell me when.
Right?
Give me a date. I'll be there. Yeah.
Totally, dude.
Yeah.
Marcel says Red Hot Chili Peppers, and the song is Wet Sand. Do you know the song Wet Sand? I don't know it.
I don't. It's funny. I almost did a Chili Pepper song myself, and then I aced it at the last second. But good. Okay.
It's funny too, Paulie. I thought about doing Chili Peppers. I really did. And like
I had a good one too. I let it go. But we'll do that another time. Yeah.
Stevie Groschel, this is a phenomenal pull, and I couldn't agree with this more. It does not get enough love. 311, the band 311, which I love 311, but the song is called Beyond the Gray Sky, which is a beautiful, it's got like a reggae vibe, but it's also like talking Nick Hexum, Nick Hexum doesn't get enough love, by the way. Nick Hexum, singer-songwriter now, going out on his own, doing a solo tour, but it's about a buddy of his who is struggling with depression, and Beyond the Gray Sky wants him to see Beyond the Gray Sky. Great call, Grosh. And then he says also GNR's You're Crazy, the acoustic version on Lies.
Great. I love that off of Lies. Yeah, great one. Oh,
dude. Rags.
Yeah, Rags. Give me some Rags.
He says, and how do you pronounce this, Paulie? Rush doing the song Entre Nous.
Wow, dude. Nice, Rags. Nice. That's a great song off Permanent Waves. Highly recommended. Beautiful song. Nice pull, Rags. Beautiful.
God, Rags, man. Rags
loves his Rush. Rags loves this. So do I. I'm a big Rush guy too. That's a great one, Rags. Nice.
And he also comes in second for Rags. Deep Purple's Bad Attitude.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I got it. Bad. You talk about a bad attitude. Yeah. Awesome.
Ooh, Stinking Badges, dude. Stinking Badges with The Police. Rehumanize Yourself.
Now you're talking.
Humanize Yourself by The Police.
Now you're talking.
And then U2's Trip Through Your Wires. Trip Through Your Wires.
Great song. Great. Dude, these are great. Every one of you guys great.
And then we've got Chutch 916, Stan Bush. And the song is The Touch, originally in 1986 Transformers movie, then in Boogie Nights also.
Nice.
So the song The Touch is in by Stan Bush is in Boogie Nights.
You got the touch.
You got the power. Anyways. You know what?
Thank you.
You got the touch. You got the power.
Dude,
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Let's see. Travis Rincon says Erotic City by Prince. Nice.
We can blink until the dawn. Erotic City all night long. Rags, it's all good. You go to your meeting, brother. Thank you. Happy Friday, Rags. And I love Erotic City. Erotic City rules.
Happy Friday. Rags must be pulling his hair out because he can't golf right now. So Rags on a Friday.
Not when it's like 9 degrees. No, not much golfing going on. The course is probably probably a sheet of ice back there. Yeah.
Take a saucer out to the golf course, Rags, and send us a video of you on a saucer, dude. Just flying down the fairway. The
dude, a
fairway.
Saucer, Tony.
Come on, man.
Saucer. Great call.
Don't sleep on hitting a golf course with a frozen golf course or a snowed over golf course with a saucer.
Shout out Chevy Chase and Christmas Vacation. Dude, he lubes up the saucer and you got sparks flying off that thing. Remember at the bottom, he rips a hole in it and everything? Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Jerome says Willy Bobo, and the song is Fried Neck Bones. Oh, I know that song. Fried neck bones and so the song is Fried Neck Bones and Some Home Fries. I know that track.
Sure.
Dude, that's a great call, Jerome. And then Scarlet Fire, Bonnie, she checks in with Stevie Ray Vaughan's Mary Had a Little Lamb. That's
Great one. And also I want to shout out Anthony Merkovich. I see him on the line. He's going, guys, Faith No More, Midlife Crisis. Great one. Another great one. Yep.
Wow, damn, dude. Nice. I just want to make sure I got everybody. Yeah, I
Okay.
think I got everybody. That's good. Thank you all for your, submissions. Phenomenal.
I'm dazzled. I mean, I got about at least half the list. I don't know that stuff, and that's the idea. That's what we're trying to do today. All right, Tony, I have two. Let's go
do 1 for 1 and 1 for 1.
One for freaking one. One for freaking one.
So all right, I go first and third. You go second and fourth.
Fine. Okay.
All right. So first one, and this is I think you and I saw this together. Pearl Jam has a track that it wasn't originally on any album. When they reissued Verses, they put it on the reissued Verses, but the song is called Crazy Mary.
Oh yeah. Oh, we definitely saw that. We saw that in Seattle, like a 15-minute version of that. The keyboard player was going ape-ass. Yeah.
That's why I love it, because it's not on any album, and it's like their jam vehicle. That and like Rearview Mirror are the two songs that they will like jam out.
And I want to say one last thing before you finish your thought. If you don't remember, that when Tony and I saw them play that in Seattle, it was a benefit for the homeless problem in the city of Seattle. And Eddie Vedder was talking about that Crazy Mary was like a homeless woman in his neighborhood, and they all got to know her and stuff. So anyway, I remember the whole rap he did about that woman. It was pretty intense.
Yeah, dude. It's a song by Victoria Williams originally, and then covered by Pearl Jam, obviously. And it's about a woman, a woman on the outskirts of society dealing with mental health issues and social isolation. So wild tune, but it is their jam vehicle. And Boom Gasper on keys from Hawaii. Hawaii. Yep. Joined the band, and he's their keyboard player now, and he's so badass. And this is one of their jam vehicles. By the way, 5-0 USA women.
I told you this is what it's. I mean, it's getting abusive out there. It really is. I mean, the U.S. women are on a freaking mission. I'm so proud of those ladies. They're crushing it.
And dude, Don Peralta on fire, dude. Neil Young and Pearl Jam at Bridge School doing Crazy Mary years ago. Hell, freaking yeah. So
all right,
that's my first one. Crazy Mary. Pearl Jam, check it out, everybody. Just YouTube Crazy Mary Pearl Jam, and any live version is just fantastic.
Okay, my first track is going to be, it's a Bruce Springsteen song off Nebraska. And if you see the new movie that's on Hulu, it's all about Bruce during this period. It's a very dark time for him. He's basically losing his mind. I mean, to put it bluntly, he's unraveling. Everything on here is dark, but there's one song in particular. If you're not a Bruce fan, you probably have never heard this. It's a song called State Trooper, and it's Bruce at his darkest. I mean, and that's where you get the title for the movie, Deliver Me From Nowhere. It's kind of a spooky song. Like you can hear like Bruce is clearly someplace else, and he starts doing this thing at the end of the song. He starts howling almost like a wolf. It's crazy. It's kind of creepy. It really is. Like it'll make the hair stand up on your arms and stuff. So Tony, I'm going Bruce Springsteen, State Trooper. And like, just to give you an idea of some of the lyrics, he goes, he's just kind of meditating almost. He's like, license registration, I ain't got none. And then he starts saying like, Mr. State Trooper, please don't stop me. Please don't. And I like that because it's open-ended. Is he saying like, if the cop stops him, is he gonna kill the cop? Or is the cop going to find something in the car? Like, it's up to you to figure out what he's talking about. But it's dark as hell. And if you never heard it, check it out. State Trooper. That's my first.
I know it well, Paulie did. And you're right, man. It is dark, but it is quintessential to experience the full Springsteen catalog.
Yes.
You need this.
Nice.
Know?
Tony, well said. Yeah.
Yeah. You really need it. You really need it. And okay, Paulie, I'm going to read the lyrics of this next song.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to play a little snippet of it. We may get popped by YouTube or whatever, but I'm going to play a little snippet of it because I love it so much.
Sure.
You know how much I love reggae music, and you know how much Bob Marley, Peter Tosh. We talk about those guys, Burning Spear. But one of the bands I don't talk about enough is Steel Pulse. And
okay.
Steel Pulse, they are from the UK with Jamaican roots, and they have a song from the album called Caught You, and the album came out in 1980. And the song is called Drug Squad, and it's about them getting busted, right?
Okay.
And it says, a luggage in my hand, I greet the customs man. No, sir, got nothing to declare. He waves me down. I know I didn't jump, no queue. So what you want me for? He escorts me to the private room. Mercy gone. I met my doom. It was a drug squad. Ain't got nothing to declare. A hound dog was released from his chains. He sniffed me all over.
Uh-oh.
Customs
that was like
officers,
us at Radio Row, dude. That was us at Radio Row with the dog sniffing. Yeah,
totally. Yeah. But he says, How did they find? I wonder. My ganja. How did they find out?
Nice.
So I just want to play a little. Here's a live snippet of Steel Pulse back in. This is probably 15, 20 years old, but Paul, I think you're gonna dig this.
Bring it to me. Bring it.
Yeah, this is Steel Pulse. Here we go. Go full screen. Here we go. Stand by.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Come on. Here we go.
Nice.
No, sir, got nothing to declare. He waves me down to stay. Is it my ganja?
There you go.
Is it the ganja? The fantastic. I could watch that all day, dude. I could watch that all freaking day. Thank you for bringing reggae into my life like you have, Tony. I mean, and I still have so much to learn, but I appreciate it. That was great. That was freaking great. Drug Squad. And I will update the playlist right after the show. Go to PMP 26 on Spotify. It's a public list. You can download it. You can listen to whatever you want to do. It's sitting there for anybody who's interested. And each week, if you're new to the show, we add on to it. And by the end of last year, dude, our playlist from 25 was 12 hours long. It really was. And I got to tell you, there's a lot of amazing stuff on there. And I think this year is shaping up too. Okay. Final deep track. Now, Tony, every now and again, I got to do this, man. So stand back, hold on to something secure. We're going Black Flag. We're taking up the Black Flag. By the way, today is Henry Rollins' birthday.
So I had it written down. There was 2 birthdays I wanted to celebrate today. Henry Rollins, born in 1961. It's his birthday today, buddy.
So anybody who's ever read any of Henry's books, he has his own publishing company. He just basically publishes his own stuff. And his publishing company is his birthday. It's 2/13/61 publications. So I always know it's Henry's birthday because of that. I've always remembered that. So let's go back to the early days of Henry, the angry young man era of his life. This Black Flag record, My War, I mean, it's like an atomic bomb going off when you listen to it. It's not for the faint of heart. And I like the second track on here. It's called Can't Decide. Ooh. And that's going to be my choice. Can't decide anything at all. At all. It's just Henry screaming his guts out with the crazy Greg Ginn groove going. And so little Black Flag. Happy birthday, Henry. Hope to see you again soon, my brother. And
what year is that album? Do you know what year that album is?
80. I want to say 84, but let me make sure.
84. Sweet. Okay.
Yeah, 84. 84. Nice. So Can't Decide by Black Flag. And I think it's the first Black Flag song to make the playlist. So it's about time. So yeah, Black Flag, Burning Spear, Bruce Springsteen, and Pearl Jam.
Steel Pulse.
What did I say?
Burning Spear.
Oh, sorry. Steel Pulse.
I love Burning Spear too. Burning Spear live in Paris. Another great reggae album. Get Burning Spear live in Paris.
Steel Pulse, Drug Squad. Got it. All right, Tony, from that to this, and then we're going to wrap and go eat some lunch, and everybody have a great weekend and go. The Olympic women look like they're in good shape. The men will get it on tomorrow. In the meantime, though, I want to thank Stellar Design. Dom Peralta, he's been through a lot this week. His dog Bear had a big procedure. Get well, Bear. I hope you guys caught that on the art today. I told Dom, Dom, stick Bear on the artwork today on Twitter. So if you see the pre-show post, you'll see Bear on the left-hand side of the image. But Stellar Design is the San Francisco Bay Area-based industrial design studio shaping the future of product innovation. Want to make a special shout-out today. It goes to Longbridge Pizza. It's one sponsor thanking another sponsor for just being awesome, and that's Dom giving props to Longbridge. And he says, guys, thank you for the incredible partnership, collaboration, and badass pizza. He goes, so many roads, which is a Grateful Dead song. So many roads, so many pies. 12 years so far. So many pies. Ooh, great call, Dom. Eat so many pies. So many pies. Yeah, so many pies, dude. I'm all over that. 12 years so far. So cheers to Neil, Andrew, and everybody over there, whether it's Gabino, Emmanuel. Very good. There you go. Right here, dude. Also, happy Valentine's Day to the broads of PMP. All you lovely ladies have a very, very happy Valentine's Day. John Joseph just made me laugh. Happy Valentine's Day, ladies. I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you get your flowers and candy and a little bit of romance in your life. Hey, I want to finish up here and say that Stellar Design also creates award-winning designs with meaningful connections between people, product, and brand. Whether you are an individual with an idea, maybe you're a startup company, a Fortune 500 company, Stellar is there to help you and serve you. They offer partnership to achieve out-of-this-world design. Visit stellar.design and make design impact. Contact the one and only Dom Peralta and send some good energy out to Bear. He's still recovering. Dominic at stellar.design. Dominic at stellar.design. Dominic at stellar.design. Say it with me, kids. And you see some of the work right there. He's updated the Broads of PMP logo a little bit, sitting on the football. That's a great logo. It's kind of like a pin-up hot rod kind of looking thing, and I love that. And is that based on any real woman, Dom? I never even asked you that. Or is that just like an image you created? Whatever it is, it's awesome. So thank you, Dom, so much for all that you do. Hope you have a great weekend. Tony, final thoughts, and I'll let you kind of take us into the weekend, brother.
I just want to say that I'm just showing more of Dom's artwork, and this is Dan Emilio's NorCal Sports Network new logo that Dom made for Dan. And thank you for the partnership, Dom. And also, I'm glad to report that Soccer Bowl is actually working with Dom right now in Stellar.design, which is really cool. So it's the PMP Familia scratching each other's backs, taking care of each other. That's what we want. And that's when Paulie and I set out to do this show, that's what we wanted to create, was just a cool, fun, happy, positive scene.
Yeah.
And it's coming to fruition. And even if Elon and Twitter won't let us, it won't show us, it's coming to fruition. And I just couldn't be happier, Paulie. And for people I'm so thankful for people like Dom and Dan Cochimilio and Longbridge Pizza and Carlos De La Fuente and Dr. Matt Young. And I mean, I feel like, am I forgetting somebody? Dr. Matt?
No, we're good. We're good. Dr. Matt.
Am I forgetting somebody? No, I'm not. Okay. Oh, yeah, Tom Stack, of course. Stack, dude. I almost dropped another F-bomb.
Easy does it over there, kid. Easy freaking does it. No more black flag for you, okay?
Yeah, seriously. So thank you all. Thank you all for the support.
Yeah, thank you very much, all you guys. I second that 1,000,000%. Thank you. Yeah, I was actually thinking about one of the broads last night. I was thinking about Corinne because I heard Janis Joplin. I heard Piece of My Heart. I want you to come on. And I was thinking, like, damn, Corinne saw her at the Fillmore. That's kind of stuff that blows me away. Dude. I think we saw Hendrix too, if I'm not mistaken, which is like melts me into a puddle. Because I would do anything to have seen Jimmy. Yes, T.
Holly, dude. Patty from Napa reporting that Tom Stack, who from Coldwell Banker, our partner from Coldwell Banker, who focuses on the La Miranda corridor, he just connected Patty with a colleague in Lake Havasu, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
We're talking about. Yeah, See, it's people taking care of people, and it's just the reciprocity, and it's just the vibe. This show doesn't happen without all of you. So thank you so freaking much. And Paulie, it's a happy Friday, man. And it's I'm not going to watch 1 second of the All-Star game.
Nor will I. You guys, if you want to watch and let us know how it goes, go ahead. Yeah. I literally have better things to do. I'm sorry to say that. I'm not going to give the NBA All-Star whatever it is like 3 hours of my time. I'd rather do something else. And I hate to say that, but that's true. Yeah.
I mean, why waste my time?
Yeah, I'm just not sure if we're gonna have enough time. Yeah,
dude, so you know what? I'll be knee deep in the Olympics. I'll be knee deep in the Stranger Things marathon, and also I'm gonna go get a Pliny the Younger downstairs at to celebrate the 12th anniversary of Longbridge Pizza. I want to say aloha to Aaron Kask. Aaron Kask is checking in from Hawaii, so
nice,
aloha.
Aaron. Enjoy aloha, Mr. Hond. Yeah,
aloha, and congratulations to the USA women. It looks like they're about to take care of business. They're up 5-0.
Yep.
So congratulations to them. And go men's hockey, and go all those snowboarders out there. Actually, check out the bobsled and luge too. I'm a big fan of bobsled
and the half pipe. The half pipe is crazy, bro. The half pipe is insane.
Yeah, it is. Oh, Paulie, one last business time, and we'll get it.
trying to say it's time for business. It's business time. Ooh.
And we got Dom Peralta has one more super. He says John Joseph's musical assignment. John Joseph coming in off the top ropes. Steve M. And the song is Private Affairs.
You got it, JJ. You got it, brother.
JJ knows his S. Okay.
Oh, he does.
JJ
I know he
knows
does. I know he does. Yeah, he'll be a guest. I think he's with us next Friday. I think we'll iron that out next week. But we're all going to have a John Joseph session very soon. I think next Friday. We'll talk about it more on Monday. Oh, actually, dude, we're off Monday. It's President's Day. Right. I forgot about that. I totally forgot. It's a good thing I remembered that. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. And by then, I hope Musk has fixed our platform so we can take care of our Twitter people. In the meantime, thank you on YouTube. Thank you on Instagram. Thank you, Cron4. And everybody have a beautiful long weekend. Enjoy the Olympics. And we'll catch up with you on Tuesday. All right.
Hell yeah. Oh, come on now. Don't do this now.
Business hours are over, baby. It's business. It's business time.
Oh, come on.
I know, it's not your fault, Tony.
There we go.
All right, familia, much gratitude and respect to all of you. Noemi, Dom, Patty, Dan. Oh, that's Danny C. Dan from NorCal Sports. What's up, Dan? Sourdough Sal, and on it goes. Noemi, Aaron Kask, enjoy the islands. Enjoy your 3-day weekend, everybody. And Tony and myself will catch up with you on Tuesday. Have a great weekend, and cheers, y'all.
Peace, y'all. Have a great weekend. See you Tuesday.